I thought I was gonna be cute. Hey y'all, it's Andrea, aka Gummy Bear. Um, Today is my 4-week update. I had breast reduction, lift, and lipo on January 4th, 2021, and today is February 1st. I've been trying to update you guys like every Monday as everything progresses. So this is your 4-week update. I didn't want to miss this because I just knew like if I got out of the routine of posting, I wouldn't update anyway. So today was actually my first day back at work, which I'm having mixed feelings about that because I already was like a little bit anxious about going back anyway, especially because some of this healing process has been a little bit more intense than I originally thought it was going to be. But I went back today, and luckily, my load wasn't too bad. Backstory, if you don't know me personally, or if you haven't been following along, I own a salon, and I'm on my feet all the time when I do work. I specialize in curly hair, so shout outs to my curlies. But today was my first day back. I went in at like 9:45, and then I don't think I finished until like, it was like almost 7, which that's partially my fault for being kind of like gung-ho to get back to work, and like I had already booked out stuff before the surgery. So like the stubborn part of me was like, oh, I don't want to move my clients because I already have, stuff booked out into like the summer in some spots. And so I kept everything on the book. Well, so today I went in and I worked for those hours or whatever, and I pretty much knew as soon as the day was over, like I was gonna swell up bad. And it's kind of hard for me to like show you what my ankles look like right now, but like, when you wear like a tight sock for too long and like you have those little indents on your like legs or like your ankle or whatever, definitely had those today when I left. And I was wearing like those like sock shoes or whatever, and yeah, I could definitely see the imprint, and I could see my leg. They're not quite as like swollen as they were that like before I got the really nice faja, but they're definitely looking a little chunky right now. So right now, the reason I am recording this like laying down is because I've got my legs on top of my wedge pillow, so I can try and get some of this swelling to go down. Still wearing my full body faja. I'm trying to keep it on, 23 and a half hours a day. That has been a little frustrating just because, you can see it's got like super thick straps and stuff. So if I did want to wear something different, and also the legs like go down to like right at my knee, actually a little bit lower than my knee. So just clothing has been kind of interesting to find. Like luckily it's been cold outside, so I'm not really trying to wear anything that's gonna have super thin straps or whatever. But it was my birthday last week, and I wanted to be cute and like go out, and I'm finally feeling better where I can like leave the house. I don't like driving a lot right now, but I just wanted to go out and have fun and just eat dinner with my man and all that. So I thought I was gonna be cute, and I had this little outfit on. It's the one in the thumbnail, and I had like, it's kind of a faja, not a faja, it's a waist, it's like a, what do you call those? It's basically like Spanx, but it's not Spanx. It's from this brand Yummy. And when I ordered it, I thought it was going to be the exact same thing that my surgeon had originally given me, but it wasn't. But I was like, whatever, I'll try it. And I wore that thing out instead of wearing this fa. number one, I didn't like it because it rolled down. And number two, after I got home, like I could already tell I was like swelling up big again. And I felt not great at all. And then trying to put the nice faja back on was such a struggle because then I was swollen at that point. So I think swelling is going to be my issue now because I do feel better. My energy is up some. I still get tired a lot faster, but now that I have some of this energy back, it's like I want to be active and I want to do things, but my body is not allowing me to. Like right now, like I said, I'm swollen up right now from working. And then last week, the end of last week or whatever, it was Saturday we went out to dinner or whatever, and like I said, I wore that I had worn the faja for most of the day, and then I switched that little compression wear, and I swole up. So this is going to be my fight for the next few months. The therapist that I've been going to for the massages, she already told me at minimum I'm going to have to be wearing this for 3 months. For 3 months, 23 hours a day or so, which makes it a little bit difficult. These are not cheap, and I'm going to make a rundown video of like the shapewear that I've worn, what I worked for me, what didn't work for me. But this faja, I'll just go ahead and tell you, this was over $100, this thing. And of course, you know, as I shrink, I'll be able to size it down. It's got the little bra hooks in it, but it's kind of hard when you have to wear something so often. Like, obviously you want to switch into a clean one. And so that's something to kind of take into account when you are getting ready for this surgery. If your surgeon is not going to provide you with like this type of faja, just make sure that you have that worked into your budget, because you're going to spend over $100 on it. Like, you're going to spend probably like, I mean, even if you look on Amazon right now, you're probably going to spend like $130 on this. So keep that in mind. But it's also necessary. And when you don't have like a good quality one, like these are meant to really like cinch you in. And if it's not a good quality one, you're going to be busting at the seams, and it's not going to be cute, and it's not going to last long. So I definitely wouldn't tell you to like cheap out on this. But anyway, so swelling, that's what I'm struggling with right now. As far as how the therapy has been going, it's been going really good. I see a difference. Like, if you look at the thumbnail, like I look like I got hips and all this stuff, and I've never really had that like it. So I'm like, okay, it's coming along. Like, I feel a little bit more positive about it, because before I was just like, oh my God, like I don't look like anything. But I credit that to my massage therapist, because we've been doing these drainage massages. We've been doing some wood therapy. We've been doing things like that. And I did start working with her. I've done 2 sessions right now. In the last video, I was kind of complaining about how I never noticed I have like a hump on my neck. And so she's actually been doing a little bit of therapy back there. And I do feel like I've already noticed it shrink just a little bit. And I don't know if that's just because there's more weight off of my chest, or a combination of like what she's doing and the weight, or whatever. I'll try to insert a picture of that just so you can see what the difference between like 2 weeks. But so we've been doing that. And then I was super excited because this last session she started doing like wood therapy on my booty. And you know, if I do want a big butt, but I don't think that I would go through with like a BBL, especially after like I found out how intense this whole situation is. I don't think I would want to go through that. I don't know if I want, like, I would like a nice shapely butt, but I don't think I would want it. I don't know if I want it that bad. Check in with me in like 6 months to a year and we'll see. But so what she's been doing is showing me how she can like shape everything using the wood therapy, and it's made to, you know, kind of lift everything up and give you like it seems like it's meant to kind of give you more projection, because literally the other day I didn't even know she was going to do it, but we had already talked about like, you know, I want my butt to look more. And so she started doing the little wood therapy thing, and what she did is she actually did one side, and then had me look in the mirror at the one side compared to what the side she hadn't done, and I felt like I definitely did see a difference. Um, but she's only done that one time so far. I'm gonna see her 2 times this week. Now that I'm back at work, it's a little bit harder for me to see her as many times. I was going 3 times a week. But yeah, so I'll see her again Wednesday. Today is Monday. So I'll see her again on Wednesday, and I'm going to see her again on Saturday. So we're going to be doing that same thing. Like, she's going to be working on my little hump, and we're trying to build a hump in the back. And that's that with the therapist and everything. It's been a pretty good experience. I'm still really tender on kind of like the sides. Definitely this part of my boob right here, like on the sides of the boob, and underneath, like where my like rib cage is, that's still sore. I noticed that my belly button feels hard too, which is kind of weird, but like, yeah, it feels like hard. And then I do still have, I know it's almost like it flares up or something. I get those hard pieces, like I feel like on the side of my left boob especially. And yeah, I still feel it a little bit on the sides, and then down on kind of towards my hips is where I kind of feel it. It's definitely better than it was. Definitely better than it was. I don't have the bruising anymore, but it is kind of tender. I've been doing all the therapies and stuff, and I definitely think that's what has helped me. Yeah, it's been okay, but just getting back into like the flow of things is, so far it's been interesting. What I've been doing is trying to lighten my workload. Like if anyone needs to cancel or reschedule or whatever at the salon, like I just don't fill that spot again, because I do feel like I overbooked myself, and I probably should have waited another week, just because the up and down motion, like I can't really do blow dries right now, so my assistant has been helping with that. Thank God for her. And the shampoos, like a lot of those like repetitive motions that I would have like typically, that's an everyday occurrence for me, like we're not doing that. Like I could feel it kind of, I don't want to say I could feel it in my incision, but I felt like I could feel it like in my side boob, like when I was moving around a little bit too much. And so yeah, I'm just gonna try and take it as slow as possible now that I'm back in the salon, because God forbid, like I don't want, one thing, I did move some of my bandages. Like I've been taking, right, I still have the tape, which I don't know how much of that I can show you, but I've got tape still. But anytime the tape is like kind of soiled or dirty, or like just from like lotions and all that kind of stuff, anytime anything gets on there where I'm like, okay, I need to clean this, or like if I've been in the shower and one part is like peeling off, I'll like either snip that piece or I'll go ahead and pull it depending on where it is, if it's already like loose, and I'll replace the tape. But I have not like taken off everything in its entirety. That does not happen for another couple weeks, and God, I can't wait for it. But the parts that I have seen, they seem to be healing well. I did have a day where I felt like it looked a little like red and swollen, and the signs of having infection are kind of red, swollen, itchy, warm to the touch. I didn't have all the symptoms, but you get a little paranoid sometimes. So I did reach out to my doctor, or they have like a whole care center and stuff that you can talk to, and they basically just reiterated what the actual symptoms of like infection or problem are. And we're like, if you want to, you can take off that tape and take a picture and let us see. But it doesn't sound like you're actually having an issue. Like it's probably just a little, like maybe you're a little irritated or whatever. So I did not take the tape off. I just tried to clean up everything. And they've been fine. They have been feeling a little itchy, and I've been having a lot of shooting pains. But apparently that has a lot to do with the nerves coming back, which thank God, like I'm ready to, I literally am like testing my nipples every day. Like I'll like take something, I'll try and close my eyes and like test it and see if it's back. But so far it's not back. If it don't come back, cool, whatever, I don't care. I still got small perky titties now, and that's really what's the whole point of everything. But yeah. So, that's kind of what we're working with now. I'm trying to think of any other good. Basically, if you guys have any questions about this, please drop them down below and I will try and answer them the best that I can. And if you've done this before and you have any advice, drop that down below too, because not only am I still figuring out, this whole system and how this is going to go, but I do plan on doing a video about the essentials of preparing for, breast reduction, plastic surgery, any of that kind of stuff. And so any kind of advice that you can give me, I would love to be able to relay that to other people. So yeah, I think that pretty much wraps up this video. Not really sure. I might be leaving out something, but I'm going to be updating you guys again later anyway. So, but yeah, drop your questions, comments, anything like that down below, and I'll try and get to you. But until then, I'll see you guys later. Bye.